Sometimes I really don't know what propels me to create. I've been drawing since I was a child. I got in trouble in school for not paying attention in class, and eventually that turned into, cartoon characters and cars, and now I'm in the field of design, and it's just like naturally in me just to make things, even when I don't, necessarily know what to do with it. I'll just make something, and we see what happens from that. Loutopia is everything that we could be here in St. Louis. This is not a speculation, it's something that I know. Thankfully, I've been able to meet a whole bunch of people, in my adult years, really. And even just growing up, there's just always been things that I've walked around and I've noticed, and I wonder, I've always thought, we could do this here, we should be doing this here, but now, I'm in a position to be a little bit more educated about all of it. So it's a combination of that and, well, to be quite frank, a little bit of a series of existential moments for me. I've grown up having to deal with all sorts of things, and I've, thankfully always been able to, with the help of others, figure something out, right? So I applied that to sort of the environment, so all right, my mindset is we got ourselves to this point, right? Because it's when it all comes down to it, that's what it is. It's a human problem. The earth will live on, right? So I learned, at least in part, that a lot of the issues we're having is because of the absence of trees. It's a culmination of my wanting to creatively express all of these different ideas of how we can utilize all the creative talent we have here in St. Louis, combined with the fact that, we have in St. Louis one of the most popular parks in the country, if not the world, really. Forest Park, we got Tower Grove Park, St. Louis Zoo, the Missouri Botanical Garden is one of the best botanical gardens in the country, if not the world. They attract millions of people, and I used all of that energy and knowledge to put it into this. And it started off as really just something that I wanted to do for fun. So understanding all of this, all of our potential in St. Louis, and seeing all of these blank spaces, these rundown buildings, or just buildings that aren't necessarily utilizing, in my mind, utilizing the space how they should be, it just turned to me literally painting the picture for people to see. And I threw it on Instagram one day, and next thing I know, I'm about 6 or 7 renderings in, and people are interested, thankfully, and here we are. I don't know, my family inspires me, and we all come from the northern parts of St. Louis. So with that, just like with that understanding in me, that's that mindset, like coming from those spaces, is what drives me. welcome to St. Louis, otherwise known as Loutopia, or something on like a highway sign, or whatever signs look like in 10 years. But yeah, I want to see this be real.